I liked the idea that the character was very depressed and very clinically depressed and almost suicidal. I liked the idea that the film was about this very interesting depressed person who becomes this very interesting psychopathic person, and it's about the journey from A to B. And I thought the fact that they cast an actor who's unlikely as an action figure, it makes that journey more interesting, actually. So it made it more difficult, but it also made it more interesting, I think, hopefully. And I was also interested by the fact that they wanted to make this a very adult film for, you know, they didn't want it to be one of those action movies that's for all the family and all the kids and all the adults also. They wanted to make it for adults only. And I don't see a lot of action movies or superhero movies like that at the moment, so that was interesting. And then the director, on top of that, just seemed very strange and very wonderful. And he seemed to be able to make movies like a vampire film. That we've seen tens and dozens of vampire films. We're kind of bored of that kind of stuff, and it's not that always brilliant. He made it really interesting and fresh and different and exciting, and I thought perhaps he could do that with an action movie too. Yeah, I think so, possibly. It's got similar sensibilities, do you know what I mean? It's got similar... You could definitely put them on a 3-movie DVD package together, and it wouldn't kind of like, it wouldn't stick out too badly, I don't think. I don't know, I don't think it's necessary, but I think it would be ridiculous to stop it. I think there are good directors all over the world, and the American film industry makes I think 2/3 of its money internationally. So to ignore the international talent when the international market is so important to you would just be bad business, I think. And it is an industry over here. It's not like it is in Europe, you know what I mean? It's hopefully we make money in movies in Europe too, but really you make movies because we feel we're lucky to do it, and it's an adventure and it's an artistic endeavour, and you might make some money, but probably not, and you might have to sell your house. But here it's an industry, so it just seems to be good business sense to use talent from the places where you want to sell your films. I think the first part of the character, definitely.
Why?
Because I can play fear more than I can play dominant, I think.
You were pretty good at the end, I must say.
Thank you very much, yeah. You're very kind. But I think, I don't know, I think I identified more with the person at the beginning. The person at the beginning is is in a much more real environment. And the person at the end, I tried to make him very real and all that, but, you know, it gets more fantastical and silly and epic and action-packed and strange, and I've got little experience to call on for that, so it was much more imagination and much more projecting rather than calling upon real-life experience like in the beginning of the film, you know. Yeah, I was. I mean, Greek tragedy and Greek theatre is one of my favourite things. And I did a lot of it when I was younger. So yeah, I did. I was quite aware of that. And the carnage and the amount of people who die in the film is very Greek also. Everybody's dead. Everybody dead at the end of the film. Just like Greek theatre. So yeah, no, I was aware of that. I loved that. And, you know, it's like, you know, how can you make a politically correct action film?
Oh, they've done a lot.
It's weird, man. I watched Indiana Jones, and like and it's great. I loved it. But you have like a man being eaten alive from the inside by ants, and somehow they made that a PG-13 or something. And you're like, how do you make that politically correct? That's one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen, and yet it wasn't. It was kind of made to be nice. It was kind of made for kids for somehow. So I don't know. In this film, if someone punches someone, you see the, you know, you see. So I don't know. It's different anyway for me. I don't know. I don't feel like that.
Does that change anything? Success of Atonement, this one, and everything?
I don't think so. Hasn't changed me, hopefully. So, and if it has changed me, hopefully I'm not so self-aware that I can identify how I've changed. I don't know, mate. Honestly, I don't really think it has changed anything too much. Might have changed my career, but I'll be aware of how it's changed in the future. You know, looking back. I felt like the starting point of my success was going to drama school 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago, 11 years ago now. And really I suppose Last King of Scotland and Narnia represented America, kind of taking some notice of who I was, I suppose, a little bit. So that can be seen as a big turning point, but really my big break was just getting into theatre school, you know. She's an exceptional actress, and she's very good looking. and that helps. Those two things combined can take actresses a long way and actors a long way. And I don't know what else it is. She just got something very special, I suppose. No, I didn't imagine anything in his head. I mean, really, his head is a very dark and dangerous place, and I didn't want to go near it. No, it was difficult to see how it was going to look. So when I saw the film about a week ago, I was very surprised and very pleasantly pleased. Pleasantly pleased? No. Yes, I was pleasantly pleased and happily happy. 19 more films. 19 more wanted films before I die, I think. I don't know, if this one makes lots of money, then possibly, yeah. But if it doesn't make any money, then I very much doubt we might do a kind of an improvised stage piece or something like that, but I think that would be the extent to which they would stretch.